Winter chess. The Winter of an American Creepy Engineer 1049. I wonder what the 1049 means. I'm going for what I usually go for, which is this.
Kinside Castle
early. Gonna do stop his knight with that. Better get ready here. I think he's thinking of... Yeah, no. I don't want that pawn to move. Okay, his knight's kind of got to retreat now, hasn't it? Oh dear. Well, how did you let that happen? Now, yeah, I can't attack his queen, can I? Not yet. Okay, I've got this. I know he's got that bishop there, but if he doesn't take this, I'll lock it up. If he doesn't proceed with this, if he tries to go for castling or something instead, which I think he might, he's a bit desperate to castle, he might bring that knight out. I think he's going to bring the knight out to f6. Yeah, because he's desperate to castle. And so instead, I bought that plan. So you're going to be nasty. Well, I'm just going to keep running these up. Where's that knight going to go? Hang on, that knight's got nowhere to go, has it? His other knight. If he's not very careful, that knight could get seriously stuck. Also, I've got like a pin thing going on with his queen there, haven't I, potentially? If I go here, he's going to have to castle right now. Look, I can do this, for example. Then this. Then this.
Kinside Castle
Then this. What's she going to do now? Okay, now then. I kind of had something on his queen there, which I now don't have, which is annoying. Okay, let's go back to here for a second, because he's going to have on my pawn in a minute. He's going to have on my pawn when he moves that. I need to get my bish protecting it. But he's also got some weaknesses there on the AB file. My pawns are getting up high. That's my main big threat. I've also got this slight threat of... I suppose he can bring my... If he brings his queen down to check me, I can block it with the knight.
Check.
Which is fine. Now I can attack him.
Check.
Okay, I don't quite see... Oh, alright, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well... Let's go here for a minute. Then here. That's got the knight out of the way. That achieves precisely nothing as far as I can see. Well, what have we got each? He does have an extra piece. Okay, let's get rid of that for a minute. And then I want to go here. I want to run these pawns up. I need to run these pawns up rather urgently. He's a piece up, so now let's have at her. Actually, I think he had me there, didn't he? Kind of. He doesn't have me now, that's for sure. He had me, but now he doesn't. Take the bishop. I've got something here. He might just get boring and start eating pawns. I mean, he can take my rook, actually. Yeah, I don't think he saw that. I don't think he saw that he could take my rook there. His queen, that is to say, could take my rook. My rook's not just defending and defended there, it's also threatening an insta-check on his king. As you may have seen, and he may not have seen. We will find out. Looks like he has seen it. Okay, so now I've got something here which looks really reasonable.
Check. Check.
I haven't got a fork. Let's keep it on the dark squares for a minute. That way his bishop's taken out of the formula, in effect. You can't afford to move that pawn, surely. I've got a pawn coming up the board here. Let's bring some more pawns up. Let's have that one up.
Check.
Damn, I can't really... I'm going to have to just stay here for a minute. He might start running up pawns in a minute. That'll be annoying. I've got the pawn I can attack his rook with, though. That gives me that square, that checking square, doesn't it? Let's do this. This looks interesting. This looks like it could potentially win a piece. So let's go with it. Let's go with this plan now. We might get to some sort of smothered mate thing. We may simply win a piece. That's right. Check there now. Okay. Then check there. Bloody complicated, this one. Wait. Let's try again. Check there. Do I have a check? No, I don't. Okay, so I've got to go back again. I might have to go for the repeat. Let's try something slightly different. Let's try this. Yeah, that's what I thought he would have to do. Okay, and then if I go there... No, then I have to go here. God, this is horrendously complicated, this one. I think I've got him. I think that's checkmate. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Beautiful flower that opened there. Like one of those salt cellars you make out of origami as a boy. I'm going to just examine the final position and see whether there was a definite checkmate. I could see one checkmate happening there. And I'm sorry I can't speak fast enough to get the ideas through what I'm thinking when I'm playing. When I did this, you see, I thought, well, he can't go here. Because
checkmate.
That's checkmate, right? So I knew he would have to approach. And also I knew that that wasn't going to be any good, because after this, I've got nothing. So So it had to be check here. And let's look at this. He goes here. No, it's the same. It still would have been checkmate. Yeah, I was one move from checkmate. That's right. He only had one square he could move to.
Check.
So that was the touch. Was really it was getting my queen there, which I did very early on, because as soon as she was on that black square, not only, and my king, of course, which happened a couple moves later. There. So not only is his bishop taken out of the game, but my queen has got this b2 square, you see, for checking purposes available. But really, I thought I would never get through his little pawn castle there by his king. So let's just have one more look at it. Didn't want to exchange queens. Of course I didn't. I was getting ready at this point to push this pawn. But of course I couldn't, because now his queen was threatening exchange, and then he moved his rook, so I couldn't do it there again either. That would have been a nice move to make. I possibly could have swapped his bishop for the pawn, or even sacked my queen to produce a new one. But anyway, we come to here. And he's kind of got nothing. He's kind of got nothing. He can't move his queen along there. Can you see? Everywhere his queen goes,
Check.
it gets taken. Can't go there. Can't go there. So actually he was kind of out of options. I can't even do that because his king's in the wrong place to protect it. Maybe... Yeah, so he can't even do that because his bishop's in the way. So he had to get the bishop out of the way to try and connect the rook with the queen. So perhaps that was part of what that is. But of course, that was his last-ditch attempt, I reckon, to try and then get his queen onto the c7 square. But he wasn't banking for the fact that this combination would be fatal, that this was practically forced mate, even from here.
Check.
Had he come here, which was an interesting idea, then I would have had a double check here.
Check.
And it's not clear-cut. It is not clear-cut at all.
Check. Check.
Because that double check reveal...
Check.
Well, maybe I could have gone here, I suppose. But it's still, then we're just getting into this, which is... He's a piece up.
Check.
I suppose I could try and run a pawn home.
Check.
So that's what I was afraid of,
Check.
actually, was that he would go that way.
Check.
He didn't. He went the wrong way.
Check.
Didn't see the back rank that I had control of there, or the fact that my knight was controlling his second rank. And so when he moves that, of course I've still got checks I can do here, and now, but from this square,
Check.
and we walk ourselves up the board. So we've walked along that back rank while checking.
Check. Check.
And now, when he blocks this, which he has to, because again, I've taken all the squares with my pieces, this is the only move available.
Check.
Then we check from here, and he blocks again. We could have gone for a repeat check. He could have gone. Now the rook can't take that because it's pinned by the other check, potentially from my queen. And now he goes here, and I've got just enough space between me and him to give the check and protect the knight. And as I say, it's all over bar the shouting.
Checkmate.
And that's a very pretty checkmate. Very pretty. So I couldn't resist going on the commentary at the end. Sorry, but there it is. Oh, where does it get me to? Where does it get me to? It gets me to 1923.